I just want to see these miniguns go off on those tribals. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Got a big raid coming. I used to have to edit books and stuff all the time, right? I used to do it as a living. Had a company that did it, right? And so I had to deal with like actually being proper and going through and Chicago manual style and all this kind of stuff. But you know what? Outside of the job, I didn't care because language is like, for me, it's just for you to put whatever's in your head into my head. As long as I can understand it, I really don't care. You misspell something, whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. You mispronounce something, it's whatever. As long as I know what you're meaning, unless you're in like a formal setting, like you're writing a book or something. But everyday talk, I don't know why people care. Using any communication other than cave painting is wrong. We got 9 blaster centipedes, 2 centurion, 4 lancers.
Appreciated.
Oh, there's the other one. Okay. There's an Apocryton in the other one. All right, we're gonna shotgun tunnel this one. So we got 16 centipedes, 2 centurions, some lancers, and an Apocryton. This could be a little rough. Guess I'm happy. Suck it up. Crap, that broke. Too many centipedes. Okay, so pretty messy. Something else left? What are you doing? Oh, it destroyed that crap down there that we had claimed a long time ago. Your plasteel delivery. Should have waited until it got a little bit closer. Guest unhappy. I'm stuck underground. You're coming onto the kin. You're unhappy that they're not into it. Slept in the heat. This friggin' guy. Worst vacation ever. It's annoying too because he's an ascetic, so should be just loving it. He's not even like a high-ranking royal. He's a yeoman. He's an ascetic yeoman, and he's just always unhappy. So who do I want to do the construction or repair during that stuff? Hamsters, sloth, claw, and lumberjack, I guess. Those 4 could do it. Claw, though, is such a good shot, so I don't really want to kind of waste them on that. Sloth's one of our blockers, so we can't do that. Hamsters we can use. There's 2 of the repairs. Would like 2 more. Swordman and... Oh, Rayman's the one that can, like, learn anything, so... Makes sense he got that name. Alright, so those 4 on the end, I suppose. I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly, though. You know, I could put other held open doors there and just forbid the held open door. Like if I had this here, I had it forbidden even though it's open and the person's there, they're not actually going to be able to leave there. So during the combat, they'll just repair. And I just have to remember to set them to all work during it. So I think that might be better than having to worry about screwing with zones when things are on the way in. There is a downside to that too, though. They're tunnelers. They won't care very much that they're in that tight room, but they will care that it's ugly. Make retreating more difficult, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Just trying to think of which one would be the easiest to do on no pause. Yeah, we'll test the door thing and go from there. Why no Cataphractor Marine Armor at all? Well, the reason why I'm not doing it in this one is because I desperately need us to get to the max Empire levels, and so I need all that gold right now. We're also robust, so basically everyone's like they're tough. But the main reason is I'm saving gold. Berserk. Oh my god. The prisoner went berserk and they beat him down with a beer bottle. Brutal. Alright, good luck, pig people. Hayball, Higgins, Pickles, Martin. Martin. Getting such a plain name compared to all of his pig brethren. Piggins. All right, let's just pretend that never happened. Let's not look at that. How much of your game time has been spent restarting the game over and over, looking for perfect map generation? Time spent in character editor. Okay, so I have something to say about that a little bit. My favorite mod, actually, Zormask was here earlier. Zormask made my favorite mod for finding maps. He made it towards the end of the last expansion because I was looking for maps manually, because there was no mod that looked for exactly what I did. And people were like, map preview. Map preview does not do the same thing. So he made a mod where it's called Seed Finder. So go check it out if you want. It's called Seed Finder. Thank you again, Zormask. I don't know if you're still here, but Seed Finder lets you put in all the parameters, and it just runs. It just goes and finds it, and it puts all of them into a folder for you. And then you just look through them. But you can even specify things like the animatree location. That's the big one. So you can look for maps that only have a central animatree. Like, there's so much. You can look for maps with a certain number of geothermals, look for maps with a certain amount of rich soil, and you can combine all these things. So it's just called Seed Finder. It's really crazy. You can use it to find mountain bases where the animatree is like touching the mountain, like right up against it. And you don't have to do anything. You just set it to what you want. You let it run, go eat something, come back. It's pretty awesome. Attack work. 7 wasters. She needs 22 soldiers. All right, let's do this. 22 soldiers. Imagine I screw this up. Oh god, we could actually get hit by Cassandra while we're gone. Hurry up, get in the shuttle. Get to the chopper. All right, get in. Let's go home. Dwarven army for hire. Get in, get in. Thank goodness they can load faster than they can disembark. I think the micro was pretty good there. I dodged all the grenades. How would you recommend handling a 20 centipede, 5-ish Tesseron, and other support mech breach raid? You can't pull them into a kill box, and if you kill the termite, the other NPCs will still breach. Got all masterwork ARs, so you could probably outrange them. Okay, so there's a couple options, Neff. There's a couple options. First, like you said, you could outrange them. If you watch my no kill box guide in the late game, we were at max raid cap, and we got stuff like that with the ship launch. So what I did is I kited them. So your ARs will actually outrange them. What you want to do if you're going to try to kite them is you get everyone and you drag them in a line. And as soon as your people fire, as soon as they fire, you immediately pull them back about 3 to 5 steps. And you drag, and as soon as they fire again, you do it. If you do that, centipedes will always be out of your range. Now, the downside to doing that with that many centipedes, even with masterwork and stuff like that, is that your people are going to be out for a long period of time. So you're going to have breakdowns unless you are using drugs or, you know, other methods that they're really happy when they start the combat. So that's one option. But what I usually do if I'm not doing a no-kill box and we're doing the breach thing is I'll have that big outer wall. And what I typically do is, well, you can use all your cooldown type stuff, right? Use Berserk Pulse, use your low shields. But in addition to that, if you look at where the breach raids are coming, they'll usually hit through a diagonal at the wall. So let's say they're going through this wall and they're approaching this way. They're going to hit through the diagonal here. So what I most often do in that situation is I get people and I line them up here. And I have my EMP throwers throw EMPs at that gap. But basically, as they come through, you want to be like this in this catty corner from them and shoot them and stun them as they come through. That's very, very effective. If you have low shields, of course, just use your low shield and you just go stand your ground and make sure before the low shield runs out, you run away or you put down another one. But those are your options. Outrange them by kiting them like I did in the no kill box run, and do the little catty corner as they come in. There is another way with this setup, but I would like to show it in action. But yeah, hopefully we'll get one of those mech breach raids today and I can show you what I have set up. Hey. All right, another Empire quest completed. I don't know which one that, oh, it's the visitor. It's a Rusma. What's the best kill box that isn't a singularity? So there's a couple answers to that. The first answer is, are you talking about that still uses exploits? If you were using exploits, then corner punch. So without exploits, you want to build your kill box based on whatever weapon you are building around. Let's ignore shotgun tunnels and things like that. Shotgun tunnels and stuff like this are extremely strong, but let's just talk about kind of basic, classic kill box, all right? So the first thing you want to do, and this is probably like mid-game. If you use the kill box too early, you're going to get overran. They're not great super early game. But first thing you want to do is you want to get about 13 wide. Now, the reason 13 wide is this is the limit that you can do before you need to curve and still be able to hit everything, all line of sight of the kill box. So you basically do this, and I'll actually show you with walls, right? You do this, and there's some other variations to it, and then you're going to put your barricades or whatever like this, and then you're going to start looping around. So you want to do this kind of thing, basically. And then, you know, barricades in between these, whatever. And then from that center point of the 13, take that and draw that however long you want your weapons to hit. Like, think about what the best accuracy range for your weapon is, but also keep in mind melee enemies closing the gap with you. So for instance, like SMGs are actually going to be really accurate at like, you know, 12 to 14 or something like that. But that doesn't leave you a lot of space if melee enemies are coming in. So I push it out to about 18. You're using assault rifles. Well, assault rifles, I usually do about 28 from where the person stands. So I would draw out about 27. Okay, that's the very basics. And then you just kind of curve around. And then you want the entrance something like this, you know, a barricade so they can't just stand there and shoot. And then you'll want like a little EMP throwing spot. But that's the very basics. 13 wide, then start to curve around. Have the shooting line from there to where the enemies come in be whatever distance is best for your weapons that you're using, keeping in mind melee closing the gap. And that's pretty much it. That's the very, very basics of it. How'd you use charge rifles? Charge rifles are still like the best all-around gun if you are just using a kill box setup. If you're never kiting, if you're just always in your base only using a kill box, never kiting, never outranging, then charge rifles are king. Yeah. Rusma, what is going on, Rusma? This is the guy that just left. This guy is into everything. A yeoman traveling near Mount. Why is he traveling here? Is this because he just left? There's a toxic spear machine that's blanketing the whole region in poison. Maybe an unknown threat. No. Get out of here. He's already been here twice. If you get a full mountain with no revealed area, where should you grow your Devilstrand? So there's two options. If you're a tunneler, you could do it just in fungal gravel and a sun lamp, but it takes a long time. You're looking at it taking like a year to get your Devilstrand. So if you don't mind that, that's a very safe. You can do that. The other option, since Devilstrand takes so long, is that you can wall in an area outside of your base that's not in the path to your mountain entrance. That way breachers are going to mainly leave it alone. And it's not really going to take that much work away from the base because it's just going to be down there growing on its own for a long time. So you can always wall in an area. You can grow Devilstrand there. You know, the first time they plant it and when they go harvest it is going to be extra work time because they have to travel there. But it's up to you if you value getting the Devilstrand faster. But you can absolutely grow it in fungal gravel. It just takes for friggin' ever. And of course, like you said, you need the sun lamp to do it. Oh, big plague. That sucks. It's been a while since we had a big disease hit. Oh god, lumberjack. Protect that lumberjack. We're going to preach health on lumberjack because we cannot let them die. Very important. Very important. All right, let's go back through and check out on this plague. Right now, I don't want to really do anything else while we're waiting on it. Man, Tacoma Kin absolutely dominating the plague. Holy crap, hamsters. Dominating. That Dwarf, look at you. Even Pfeiffer pulling ahead. Pulling ahead there. Yeah. This is completely handled. Lumberjack already over it. Look at that. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and put them back on herbal since they're all good. I don't want to do it individually here because I just don't feel like it. Just don't feel like taking the time. All right, the plague is over. All right. Hey, a cougar cell tamed. We're really terrible at animals. I wouldn't mind having that for a doomsday bait, but we'll see. Cougar's actually really good. One of my favorites. Cougars self-tame around you all the time. I know it happens to me all the time. I don't know what's up with it. Cougars just like my rimming, I guess. RimWorlding. You know what you said. I know nothing. Where do I position the EMP thrower? It depends what I'm using the EMP for. So there's a couple of problems using EMP here. You do not want to get an enemy stunned here because when they come out of that stun, that's when they can attack you. So if I'm using the EMP just to break like low shields and stuff, that's why this is mined out. They can throw from here. They're outside of the low shield. It hits the edge of the low shield. It pops it. If I'm wanting to stun the mechs, a lot of times what I will do is I'll actually put the EMPer in this one and I'll throw here. That way the force mist isn't very high and the AoE, the EMP AoE will actually just like stun to here. So you gotta be very careful. You don't want to stun down here. So when I throw EMPs, it's generally either from here to break low shields, from here to stun mechs that get to this point, or even sometimes I'll throw from back here if I need an extra one, depending on what we're fighting. But yeah, in general, I usually throw it from the back of this secondary line there. Manhunters. Not what I wanted. Oh. Elephants. Unfortunately, they didn't spawn over there. It's always scary seeing this. Like, I know all of the doors are shut. We tested it. I know the elephants didn't see anyone go through a door, but it is still always frightening because if anything happens that one of these doors open, we could lose the run or at least lose some people. So it's always scary. Oh my god, you scared me to death, Pfeiffer. I was like, that door is forbidden. It always scares me. I don't know. Like Muzz. It's like, no, Muzz, don't let him in. Oh, I'm just cleaning up elephant filth through the door. Don't worry. The elephants don't notice. Muzz is down there like with his hand under the door. Just cleaning up the dirt. He's got like a little dirt devil vacuum or whatever, the handheld. Bzzz. Elephants don't notice. It's fine. What if I do this, Sky God? What if I do?
Do not let those elephants in.
But what if I just
stay away from the door?
But what if it's just a little.
Stay away.
But Sky God, there's a small amount of dirt, and you do have me zoned to be able to clean it. I also have been told by you to make sure cleaning is a priority in my life, so make the vacuum look like a trunk. What's a decent combat animal? There are a lot of good combat animals that have different pros and cons. Bears, grizzly bears are very good. They're not super dirty. They can haul a lot. They won't be hunted. They're decently fast. They're tanky. They can eat just about anything. They'll hunt on their own. Bears are very good overall. Elephants are actually an extremely amazing combat animal, and they have advanced training, but they're the dirtiest animal in the game. They have a 24 filth rating. A single elephant causes as much filth as 24 huskies. 24 huskies. So elephants, if you don't let them in areas that you need to clean and you can keep them fed, especially if they can just, forage for their food, elephants are an amazing combat animal with advanced training. But if you don't want to deal with that, obviously Thrumbo are the strongest, but that usually goes without saying. So elephants and mega sloths. But anyway, bears are very, very good. Cougars are actually very good also. Cougars are great for hauling. Again, they're a great hauling animal that's fast. They don't get hunted. They have good combat prowess in general. They don't cause a lot of filth. They're just hard to train. They have high wildness. So there's a lot of animals that are good for combat. But and to be honest with you, the developers have done a good job. There's a chart out there that shows the combat power related to like wealth and animals and whatnot, and raid points, like combat animal power versus raid points, and it's actually fairly balanced. So obviously some are still going to have their advantages. The elephant and the bear are going to stand their ground longer and melee block longer, but as far as like per raid point, it's about the same on any combat animal. Where can you find the charts? I think it was posted in our Discord a long time ago. You can also see it in developer mode. Thank you. So go to developer mode in the options, open the debug logging, 5th button, search for animals in the search box, hit animal combat balance. Oh, we're getting some friendly fire on that centipede.
Back. Your steadfast.
Not exactly what we wanted, but you know. Damage is damage. Hey, can the rest of you guys shoot at that? There we go. Fight, bolt goods, fight. Hey. Yeah, take that out. Come on, you guys got this. Come on, guys, take that out. You're so close. Oh, now you're on fire, Busman. But we got me Vexa back here. Busman. No. Turn back towards the turret. Camaro. Oh, come on. No. Yes. Way to go. Woo. Now just heading out. Peace. Oh, no. You're on fire. You can make it. Meave. All right, I'm out of here. Look at the beauty stat where the elephants were. Sure. Look at that. It's a little bit dirty there. A free bedroom. What are they? A baron. Do we have the stuff for a drape? 150. Kind of sucks. Let's switch some of this over to a round of cotton. Floor baby's on the floor. Floor baby's an alcoholic. So I forgot that Floor Baby wasn't a dwarf. And so as soon as they came out of, I think as soon as they hit 3 years old, I was like, you could start drinking a beer every day. And Floor Baby was like, yes, awesome. And then they got addicted, and I realized, hey, that baby's not a dwarf. Only dwarven children can hold their liquor so early. It's not even really liquor, it's beer. Alcohol. How about that? They can only a dwarf can deal with alcohol that early. I hate it when babies get addicted to alcohol. Your drug storage is always the most heavily fortified portion of the colony. Yeah, good reason. It used to be crazy back in the day when Luciferium used to, a long time ago, be able to be the target of drug binges and had nutritional value. So back in the day, we're talking like 1.0 and earlier, anytime you wanted to use Luciferium, you generally had to like encase it in a wall and then tear down the wall every time you wanted to use some of it or every time someone needed it, and you had to keep track of that, because otherwise people would have a breakdown that weren't even on Luciferium, and they were just like, you know what I like to do?
I'd like to be addicted to Luciferium for the rest of my life. I need to take it every 6.66 days or I'll die, and I'm okay with that. But also I'm going to do all 40 of them, so I don't have any more.
It was pretty nuts. Animals can still technically eat Luciferium if they walk directly over it. You could have had a chicken addicted to Luciferium, yeah, and you can still apply Luciferium to animals. Luciferium thrumbos are actually pretty intense. You're my boy, Blue. Let's take... Oh, Blue. They can still destroy it on a breakdown, yeah. Sorry I did this to you guys. This is my fault, obviously. You got... Oh. But yeah, you can apply Luciferium on thrumbos. They're really nuts. We actually had this thing we were talking about in Wind Run where we had pet thrumbos, and we were like, hang on a minute. What if we put a lot of like cryo sleep caskets at the side of the kill box, and we put all of our trained thrumbos on Luciferium and we throw them in the casket, and then when a raid happens, we just open all the caskets. It's like, all right, that way we don't have to feed them all the friggin' time, you know, and it doesn't take as much Luciferium. It's like, a raid's here. Awaken the Thrumbo army. We never ended up doing it, but obviously they would have the sickness from waking up from cryosleep, but it would be pretty friggin' awesome. The Umbrella Corporation was founded that day. Come on, guys. Yay, we did it. All right. Here they come. They are extremely damaged. Hey, let's use the new tunnel. This is a great test of it since there's like, they're almost all dead. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not gonna be grouped up, so. Not gonna be grouped up. Probably should have brought more EMPs, but whatever. Should be enough for this one. Oh, man. I mean, they're already weakened, but man, oh man, that's like so many legendary and masterwork guns. Aquaton's being a real jerk. We can pull him after this. Actually, let's just go ahead and pull him now. He's so slow. Aquaton is outranging them is why he's not coming. He's sitting there attacking. This one's gonna have the same range as us. Let's see how that works. So I want to bring this down just a little bit more. The EMP tunnel's not needed at all. Not needed at all. But I mean, they're all like weakened, so it's fun to watch though. Come on, centipedes. Come on. Minigun's the best weapon for this setup, or is it just for flavor? It's just for flavor. But I mean, they are pretty good in an AoE mech situation, yeah. Let's see. Bareness. Okay. So how many points are we actually at? Lumberjack. All right, Lumberjack. Let's take a look here. 48. Look at that. Less than 20 points to go. The mech clusters are down. Man, oh man, 5 Apocrytons worth of mechs. Crazy. All right, let's get our guns back here. It was fun to use those miniguns. We will definitely use them again. So we still don't have any drugs to give this person, so they're eventually gonna die. They have 18 days if they don't get Psykite. You might say, Adam, why don't you just make them some Psykite tea or something? Nah, it's fine. Is it worth it to trade with the Empire? Yes, it's worth being a knight to trade. The Empire has a lot of good stuff. That's how you can get persona weapons from them. They pretty much always have like Zeus hammers and monoswords. They have a lot of good stuff. Yeah, Empire is super worth trading with for sure. Lots of premium stuff there. Legendary. Oh, we made another minigun. Whoops. It's because they were equipped. Hang on. Chill out on that. Chill out on the miniguns, please. Thanks. Why do I have so many doors in the field? Those are breacher speed bumps. To use the same door trick at home, yeah. Outside my house, like leading up to the front door, I have a bunch of other random doors, and solicitors just, they don't know what to think. Solicitors will come to my house, and they'll go knock on one of those doors, and they'll just stand there. I just hide out inside. They get closer, I have my daughter peek around a corner and throw an EMP grenade at them. Works pretty well. Highly recommended. How do I solicit this? It's just a door. You have no power here, solicitor. Mailman having to go through an entire Killbox to deliver their mail. A raid. A breach. Bingo. Okay, we get to test this. Why? What? Why is it so small? That's what she said. No one's ever said that to me. Leave me alone. That's what she said to you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're gonna test this here. May or may not work. That's why it's called a test. All the breach axe people are coming first, which is kind of annoying.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
And they're coming so slowly. Oh my god, more axes, more axes. How many breach axes do they have? Jesus. Hey look, it's a mule. It's a wild mule. Not the kind that we murdered in the early game. I mean, we didn't murder them. Wait, yes we did. I was gonna say they started death on the road. No, we literally murdered them. But it wasn't our fault. They were having a breakdown. Why were they having a breakdown, Adam? I don't remember. Yeah, they're not doing what we want them to do. So, I wonder if that door is screwing it up. So let's see where they're actually going. Oh, wait. Those ones are starting to come after the turret. What if I just keep doing that? They're not all doing it, though. That's so weird. Oh, my God, these guys. Come on, guys. We need to go. My people need to eat. Can't you come try to kill us already? Please. All right, you guys want to come up here and eat. There you go. Do what you need to do. Oh, they're starting to starve. They're just coming up here and eating our mushrooms. I think we bugged them out by killing all the actual breacher pawns. They just came up and ate some mushrooms. They're heading back down. You know what? All right. We'll keep an eye on them. This happens sometimes. They're regrouping. Eventually, they'll probably be like, oh, all right, now it's time to break. All right. GG. Nice meeting you guys. Come back again. No. Hey, loving alpacas. He wants you to take care of 6 alpacas for 17 days. Sick with blood rot. All right, we'll try it. All right, bring on the alpacas. We need that honor. The alpacas are here. The alpacas are here. Another raid. Another breach. Another tribal breach. Not the components. Let's see how this does. Obviously, we know we can just deal with them like we just did the other group, but we'll take a look at this. They must be hiding in these mountains. We've heard that there are dwarves on this map and that they live in mountains. Sir, I don't think those are mountains. Shut up. It's made of rock. It's a Sir, have you heard of a hill? Do you know what a hill is? Sounds like Dwarf talked to me. Get in there. Man, people are going to be breaking down if they don't hurry up. I got over here way too fast. Let's get in there and get our mood up for the beautiful environment, I suppose. Come on. Man, they're coming up that way. Why? Why are you doing this? I just want to see these miniguns go off on those tribals. Come on. Oh my lord, guys, come on. You know what? I'm gonna help you after this is over. Oh, start shooting. Cool, nice.